What is up, y'all boys? A lot has happened. I'm really bad at continuing to update y'all, but before we even get into it, what other ecom dude is doing taste tests? Probably because people don't care, but we got an empanada right here. We got a pastel. We got the magic sauce. We're gonna dip that hoe. I'm gonna take a second bite because I ain't shit today. Hold on. I'm playing. Got there. Hold on, pass that now. Hold on. Yeah. Alright. Boy, I don't do this shit for real, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. We got a smoothie too. I'm gonna kill this shit. I'm gonna come back. Alright. So, this is update y'all boys, and honestly, we do have a lot of stuff to go through. Right now, I wish I could like pan the camera around, but this is we have unlocked the new scenery. Did I move? No, I'm still at the old crib. There's actually this spot in Atlanta next to Cumberland, if y'all familiar with the area. It's a private coffee shop that's like right off the Chattahoochee. It's nice as hell. Bro, over here, they talking about like, if I were to start out the grass, it would be dumb green. Like, all the greenery here makes you feel like you're on a resort in, like, somewhere in South America or something. And they were like, they invested, this ain't ecom shit. If you knew, I'm so sorry. I probably had the crazy drop-off rate. But if you care for my yaps, it's about something they invested, like, I think they said, like, $150,000 in just landscape, and they do this shit every year to maintain it. It's crazy. Like, I might walk around with the camera. Probably not. But, bad ecom. I feel bad. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna post my old videos. One video, I started it out, and then I had got drunk at the end, and I tried to like, I tried to go back through everything, like I'll recap on the day, but I think I'm so sure I was yapping. I haven't even looked back on that video yet. But with that being said, have I been locked? Yes and no. I hired my editor. Wonderful. I'm definitely done with like these shenanigans. Like, bro, I haven't worked over the last 5 days. I've only worked one, like really worked one, and I don't like that shit. It's not a good feeling, bro. I'm really like, I'm not jacking that shit, bro. So with that being said, like, I'm just back. I feel like I slipped into some old habits, got a little too comfortable, and I'm on pace to literally like, I'll show y'all. I should have started off the video showing y'all, but I'll show y'all right now. It is 2 o'clock, and we're talking about on the day. I just got a sale, so it hasn't counted towards this dashboard, but I just got 2 sales. They haven't counted yet, so I won't show today. I'll let it try to populate, but I'll show y'all yesterday. Yesterday was our new PR. We did. Y'all see that? Y'all can't see that. I'll put the screenshot up. We did 3.1K in 1 day. So that's our newest PR. Crazy enough, the day before that, we did 2.8K. And then the day before that, I think that day, it was just 2.2K. So like, as y'all can see, we have scaled up to 2K days. The day before that was 2.7K. So we really done scaled up 2K days over the last like 4 days. On October 3rd, it was 1.6. On October 2nd, it was a 2K day. And then on Wednesday, it was a 1.7K day. Over the last like 9 days, we've been profitable all 9 days. And I'm talking about like some of those higher 2K days were like at like 1K spends. So I'm talking about we were profiting like 1.2K over like 3 days. Like for 3 days, we profited 900 plus. Within the last 8 days, counting today, which honestly today, we have officially scaled up to 1.6K in spend. And today is our first day of that new spend. So it's kind of been like, I don't know, we had 2 days of like 5% conversion rate. So our conversion rate dropped back down closer to baseline. Like right now it's 3%. So it's actually doing a little bit less. I mean, it's just fluctuating, bro. So like, it's at 3.14. So it's at Pi, stupid ass nigga. But yeah, we're at just about 1.3K at 2 o'clock, down 25% from yesterday. So honestly, this should pick up. I feel like Wednesdays have always been kind of weaker for us. I'm kind of nervous because I haven't added a new ad into the ad account in about a week. And last time I was scaling up and did that, this my most recent ad is like really strong. So I need to make some variations off of that ad. I have my editor working on 2 ads right now that are 5-minute VSLs that were based off of my current winners. So hopefully, those hit. Just load that into the ad account. He should be getting done with those today. And I feel like that's definitely been a part of the adjustment. Is like the last 2 days, like knowing that I have somebody. Like I usually would be working on ads, but I'm not. So it's like, but I have somebody working on ads. So I feel like I'm not doing nothing, but the work is getting done, which is why I haven't been the hardest on myself. But there's still things I needed to get done that I haven't. Like Disputify is still not set up, which is bad because we're like behind on shipment. Like I haven't paid an invoice since Wednesday. And I just got my invoice prices, bro. It's like literally like a 4.5K invoice. That's the largest invoice I ever had. But it makes sense because we have, I don't know if I showed y'all total rev. I think I did say it. If I said it twice, I don't mean to flex. Last month, we did $19,000 the whole month of September. In October, we're already at $17,000 in the first, 8 days. Yeah, so that's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, so the first 8 days, we're at 12K. I mean, what did I just say? 18K? 17K. Basically 18K today. It's going to be like 18.5. So, and like I said, we're profitable this month. Like, we definitely made like 5-6K profit. I have been doing my profit loss sheet just because I know my break even ROAS, and when I see it, like, bro, every single day we've had 2 ROAS, 3 ROAS, like nothing below break even. Like I said, we make money every day for like the last 9 days, maybe 10 days. So, like before I pay this invoice of 4K, I have a wire coming for another 3K. I have $800 pending in Shopify. And my PayPal has 1.5K in it. So like right now, if I had all the money in my account, I would have like, I think like 12K. 4K's going, so I have 8K left over. And I forget how much I started at. I think I only started at like 2K in my checking. So yeah, and around like 5 to 6K. I'm really tired of going to work, dog. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But it's too early in my journey to quit. Like I said, I come from a different set of circumstances. I have a family, so I kind of really got to be really strategical about how I do this. I had a whole list of things to do this October, especially this first week. Mainly, some of the things, I had to script out a couple more ads. I've come up with a process with my editor. I gave him some like, because when I first had to make his edits, like for his trial run, I just gave him the script, gave him the clips, and I said, just make the ad. I'm not going to give you no instructions. I want to see how you make it. So I gave him his first set of instructions with his first batch of ads, and I just want to see how he produces it. I hope he doesn't, I don't look at him here a little shitty. I feel like the main thing he doesn't get, like, he was good with doing the clips. He didn't use some of the B-roll clips how I wanted them to be used that, like, show, like the scientific graphics. So I'm having him use those, and I just, like, give him our best performing creatives, tell him to study those, and hopefully he just does everything as he needs to do it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of give him, I feel like the biggest thing is like him not understanding like I guess almost the cultural aspects of the demographic from being from such a foreign place to the US. You gotta understand that. But I mean, outside of that, bro, we'll see how those ads perform. Every time I talk, I get a little tired, bro. I get like gradually get fatigued, and I be like feeling like I'm yapping. But what else is going on? Oh, the emails. That's who I was just texting. Like another big thing this month. I have no email flows. I have no abandoned cart flows. I have nothing. I'll also say this too. I'm at 2.5K a day in revenue. Like 2K. I'm definitely at 2.5K. I'll just say 2K. We're doing 2K days. And I only have top of funnel ads in the account. I don't have any middle of funnel. I have no UGC. I have no bottom funnel. This is purely off of VSLs. VSLs have gotten me. VSLs, one campaign has got me this far. and I want to hold spend at this 1.6K. That's why I'm glad that the ad account didn't go to shit today. Wednesdays has always been weaker, so I'm hoping tomorrow it stays stable, and then I'm just gonna let it hold for spend through the weekend. Probably gradually bump in the weekend, but I really want to hold spend here while I figure out cash flow. I need to make sure I get a better credit card. I have a credit card. I did Shopify's credit thing, but I feel like I feel like it's probably not the best, and I don't like them being able to I don't know. It came with a whole set of stipulations, but it gave me a 12K limit, so I can spend up to 12K. So, and then it's like after 10 months, if I don't pay, they take it out of my Shopify balance. But I really don't know how that goes, and I don't want them to put money on hold and just being weird because I have a credit card, so I almost don't want to use it. They do give 3% cash back on marketing, so that's kind of cool, but I don't want them to be able to take it out of my payouts or anything like that. So that's the tricky part. What else was I gonna say? I don't know what else to say. So yeah, credit is one thing because I can't. I maybe could, but I wouldn't like the idea of scaling past like 2K a day in ad spend to 3K days, and I have it all like coming out of my liquidity. Like I have it all coming out of my bank account. I don't like that shit. It's getting to be too much money, if that makes sense. 1K was feasible, but like I don't want to feel the bottlenecks. Furthermore, what else we got going on? Oh, so like I said, we're only using top of funnel. We have no abandoned cart flows. So emails was another thing I want to do this week. I want to actually sit down and do my emails. I talked to my fulfillment guy, who I ain't gonna lie, I love that dude. Like, bro, my last fulfillment people, they trying to get me back because they're like, we're gonna offer you cheaper cogs. They like undercut the current dude I got right now by like $1 commercial did. But this guy, I don't even care to like go back and give him another pricing because for one, his pricing is so competitive. If y'all seen my old videos, y'all seen what he got me at. And then two, I literally was like, are there any supply concerns? Because I want to just know that. I want y'all to be transparent with me. The dude's American, and he was just like, dude, he said that we are good on supply. He literally just reassured me so bro. I was like, yo, you're the freaking GOAT, dog. He was like, if there's ever any issues, I'll let you know with a heads up. Yeah, he said, what'd he say? He said, I spoke with the fulfillment guys last night. They will have stock at all times. If anything arises, I'll inform you ASAP. I said, the GOAT. Because I don't want to have to worry about stock when I'm scaling up, bro. So that's an amazing thing. I just want to make sure the back end is dialed in, because by the end of this month, I want to be doing 5K a day, and I want to do 20K profit this month, and I want to quit my job in the next 5 weeks. And to quit my job, I need to have 3 months worth of emergency expenses, and then every other month I'll add to it. I'll have a float that checks me that will cover my like first month after I quit, and yeah, bro, we're just gonna rock out completely. I make like 5K, but I only spend like 4.5K a month, 4K a month in terms of like bills. Like that's like my baseline. So yeah, I only get like 12 bands liquid, and I'm gone, bro. I'm already at 6. I'm just trying to make sure I can put money to the side. So my fulfillment guy, he actually said they have an email team that they use. So he referred me to him. Boy, there was a bug. I just watched that, boy. You seen the reaction time on that? That was quick, bro. That was quick. That was quick. What I'm gonna say? So he said he put me with his email guys. I didn't really care to get an email team. I was gonna just sit behind the computer and figure that shit out myself, because I figured you had to like pay them boys like 3-4K a month, and I wasn't gonna do that shit. But he said they do rev share, but it's 15% rev share. I'm like, I low-key don't like that shit now I think about it. Because he was like, yeah, it's going to add between 20 and 30% to your baseline. And I'm like, okay, if it adds 20 to 30%, let's say I'm thinking about the 30%, yeah, that's cool, we break it 50-50. But what if it adds 20% and you just generated 20% revenue, or you generate 8% revenue to the revenue, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's just a start, honestly. It'll just be something to start with. I guess I can ask those additional questions. They did send me some sample stores that they've been working on around my level. and they did add 30%. So they're pretty confident in that number. But still, 15% sounds like the larger side of the email. You know what I'm saying? So if it was 10%, I'd be like, okay, fuck it, valid. But 15, bro, that means you want half of the high end, bro. If I end up at 22% increase at the same time, though, just having that increase of X amount of rev and not losing, I don't know. I gotta think about it a little bit more. I gave him the green light, but I guess I'll just ask that additional question because if you're not doing 30%, you taking way too much game. Why is your cut larger than mine? At the same time, though, off my logic of having to pay somebody 4 to 6K for emails, I'm assuming closer to like 4K, 2 to 4K, honestly. I really haven't shopped around for emails, but if they're taking 15%, that's going to be around 4K. So it's really the same, which is how I'm paying up front, which is a plus in my situation. I'm trying to say as little as possible. So, yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, we're killing right now. I just can't drop the ball. That's why I'm just locked in, bro. Like I said, I started smoking again, bro. And I've fallen asleep, and like I went out like 4 times in the last week, bro. Like I'm fine. I'm straight. It's Q4, bro. I gotta get back into like my rhythm of being systematic. People say all the time when you start seeing little success, they end up taking their foot off the gas, and I'm not gonna say like I took it off, but like I can go harder. That's what we're gonna do. Even when it comes to YouTube, I gotta get more consistent on like posting and shit. But yeah. I will say it is like new being in this like position of having the editor and just having these different things going on. Ideally, what I need to do is send my editor like the scripts that I like have him working on scripts like the same way where I used to want to partner it was so that I could output more. I need him making scripts and then I make stuff too. So like we're both just like printing stuff, and then like I want to do between like 4 to 6 new VSLs a week, and then I also need to work in the middle and bottom of funnel stuff because once I have all those things dialed in, I think I have like a pretty clear blueprint to get to that 5K a day mark in like the next week and a half. So yeah. Emails should be going in like a week. Bitch, oh my god, it's a yellow jacket. Well, emails. Boy, I'm froze. Yeah, emails should be going about a week. I think I gotta get off lunch. But yeah, I don't think I showed the rev for the day right now. Like I said, I think. Yeah, I definitely got spoiled. It is kind of ass because we're spending more today and we're making less. So, but I think it's like 20% margin today. I'm ass as fuck at this. It's a 1.2K day. Right now on the day at 2 o'clock, $1,218 on the day. So we should still fall around 2K, and then I think it's gonna be like 20 to 18% margin. So it's gonna be our lowest margin day in a minute. Once again, we increased spend by like we went from 300 to 650. So. Increase spend by 350, just letting the algorithm stabilize. No panic, no need for panic. I don't think I told y'all. Like, I think on like the first, we were spending like 900 a day, and I only had like 3 sales at 11 o'clock, and I almost cut off ads and started everything over. I think that was my last video I was talking about, and I just think back at that moment, and I'm like, anytime my ads are underperforming. Like this morning when I woke up, it didn't look that good, but I know I bumped. Like once you get into this game a minute and just understand the media buying process, like never cut midday game. Don't ever do that. Once you have something proven, just kind of trust your system. I'll eat 3 to 5 days of losses before I even like think about cutting this shit, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna start yapping before I start sounding like I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll see the views, bro. Nah. Gatekeep. Alright, I'll see y'all, boys.